Alright, let's dive into something that's got the Formula One world buzzing. David Coulthard, the legendary F1 driver turned pundit, has made a bold prediction. Aston Martin will win a Grand Prix within the next 2 years. Now, if you've been following F1 this season, you might be thinking, wait, what? Aston Martin? Really? And honestly, I get it. Their performance this year has been, let's just say, underwhelming. But here's the thing, Coulthard isn't just throwing darts at a board. He's got a history with Aston Martin's team boss, Adrian Newey, and that's where this gets really interesting. Personally, I think what makes this prediction stand out is Coulthard's faith in Newey. These two go way back, we're talking Williams, McLaren, and Red Bull days. Newey isn't just any engineer, he's a design genius with 26 World Championship wins under his belt. But here's the kicker, Newey has only been at Aston Martin for about a year. And in that time, the team has struggled. Big time. So, why is Coulthard so confident? Well, he believes Newey is the kind of guy who learns, adapts, and ultimately delivers. It's not just about his track record, it's about his process. Newey doesn't do corporate PR, what you see is what you get. And in a sport where every second counts, that kind of authenticity is rare. What many people don't realize is how much of a gamble this is for Aston Martin. Bringing in Newey was a massive move, but it's one that requires patience. Coulthard points out that if it were anyone else in Newey's position, they'd probably be packing their bags by now. But Newey isn't just anyone. He's the guy who turned Red Bull into a dominant force. So, when Coulthard says Aston Martin will be the biggest improving team over the next 2 years, it's not just wishful thinking. It's a calculated bet on Newey's ability to turn things around. Now, let's talk about the Hungarian Grand Prix. That 16-part upgrade for the AMR26. It was a step in the right direction. Fernando Alonso made it to Q2, and while 14th place isn't exactly podium material, it's progress. What this really suggests is that Aston Martin is starting to find its footing. And with Honda's new engine set to debut at the Dutch Grand Prix, things could get even more interesting. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be the beginning of a major turnaround. But here's the bigger question, can Aston Martin really go from backmarkers to race winners in just 2 years? In my opinion, it's a tall order, but not impossible. F1 is a sport where innovation and strategy can make or break a team. Newey has the innovation part down, but the team's execution will be key. One thing that immediately stands out is the talent pool at Aston Martin. Many of their people are legacy hires from the Jordan Grand Prix days, and that's no small thing. Eddie Jordan would have been proud to see his team's DNA still influencing the grid. What makes this really interesting is the broader trend in F1 right now. Teams are constantly chasing that edge, and the competition is fiercer than ever. For Aston Martin to leapfrog others, they'll need more than just Newey's designs, they'll need a cohesive team effort. From my perspective, this prediction isn't just about Aston Martin, it's about the resilience of F1 itself. Teams rise and fall, but the ones that truly succeed are those that can adapt and innovate under pressure. So, will Aston Martin win a Grand Prix in the next 2 years? Personally, I think it's a long shot, but not out of the question. Coulthard's prediction isn't just a wild guess, it's a vote of confidence in Newey and the team's potential. And if there's one thing F1 has taught us, it's that comebacks are always possible. This raises a deeper question, though, what does it take for a team to go from the bottom to the top? Is it just about having the right people, or is there something more? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you buying Coulthard's prediction, or do you think Aston Martin has a longer road ahead? Either way, this is a story I'll be keeping a close eye on.